Halo guys, berjumpa lagi dengan saya sini Gorosi. Senang sekali ya, saya akhirnya bisa berjumpa lagi dengan kalian. Pada kesempatan kali ini saya nggak main dulu yang berhubungan sama Hololive ya. Saya mau ada patchingan baru di game kesukaan saya di sini, League of Legends Wildrift ya di sini. Di sini adalah patch 4,1 dan saya mau ngereaksiin. Mudah-mudahan sih nggak ada masalah kayak copyright ya di sini ya. Harusnya sih tadi siang, cuman saya kan masih tidur siang dulu ya. Saya habis pulang istirahat habis pulang dari kerja langsung live streaming dulu tadi pagi. Habis itu ya tepar udah tidur. Siang-siangnya nggak tahu, ini katanya udah keluar aja di sini, udah ada patch reviewnya. Oke, tanpa berlama-lama, ayo kita mulai aja di sini. Saya nge-pause dulu di sini. Ya. Ada apa dengan patch 4,1? Kita lihat aja.
Up high, down low, in the middle.
You're too slow. Hey everyone, Alan here from the wildrift team.
Halo,
We're
Alan.
sneaking, creeping and crab walking into our next patch. And as weird as that sounds, I promise it's a good thing. This
Oke,
update
mantap.
brings 2 new champions, even more changes for tanks, and of course a bunch of new
Itu
skins
dia tuh
and events. So let's
yang
dive
kita
in
tunggu.
together. Welcome to Wildrift Patch 4.1.
Saya itu
High
sebagai
five.
support player itu sangat
As in, that's the
membutuhkan yang
patch.
patchingan seperti ini, yang
Anyway,
mendukung
now I'll
tentang
hand it
tank
off to
sama
Maddie to
support.
talk about our champions.
Oke. Sebenarnya sih
Hey
udah
everyone,
ada bocoran
Maddie here from
tentang
the
champion
Champions
selanjutnya
team.
sih.
I hope I didn't surprise you too much. First up, we're bringing a menacing
Surprise
new
me.
force to Baron Lane to strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. With chemdrills, of course, Urgot the Dreadnought is ready to show the true meaning of strength to anyone in
Beneran
his path.
keluar loh, ada tanker.
Urgot is a monstrous mix of man and machine who destroys
Yeah,
the weak
the
with a
fatality.
mix of busted up
Fatality.
Zontech and good old
Fatality.
brute force. If you're ready to bring out the big guns, this champ is for you. Oh, and the guns are in his
mantap.
legs, which is super important. Urgot's attacks trigger a blast of flame from the leg that's closest to his target. This can apply from each of his 6 legs, and each has its own cooldown, so you'll want to
Yeah.
literally run circles around your opponents to deal the most damage. This also works with his second ability, Purge, which allows Urgot to continuously fire while he moves. So keep on crab walking to bring down your
Punya
enemies.
shotgun sama
Even after
minigun
all
di
that,
tangan.
Urgot's ultimate is the real star of the show. Use Fear Beyond Death to chain up a champion. If their health falls low enough, Urgot grinds them into dust,
Yeah,
executing
fatality.
them. How's that for metal?
Urgot.
If you're
Wih.
looking for a new Baron laner to decimate your opponents, Urgot is your pick for a
gila.
terrifying
Dia kalau
time.
misalnya udah
Or you could
digabung
really
sama
test your worth by
si-
bringing him to the jungle. Just keep
sama
your
si
positioning
Spike
in
udah
mind, you
teror
won't get
banget
off on the
udah.
wrong foot. Or leg, I guess. Up next, we've got someone just as green, but not quite so mean. Twitch, the playground, is prepping to pop out of hiding into Wild Rift.
Beneran lo,
You'll
dia keluar
probably
lo,
smell him
udah.
before you see him. Twitch is a marksman whose attacks apply poison with every hit.
Ini
His
tikus
first
keluar
ability,
juga airnya di
Ambush,
Wild Rift.
grants him camouflage and move speed. When he exits camouflage, his attacks will stack even more poison. Plus, this ability resets when an infected enemy dies, so you can really lurk to your heart's content.
Aduh.
Twitch's ultimate, Spray and Pray, is exactly what it sounds like. While he ults, Twitch gains bonus range, attack damage, and he'll fire piercing bolts that hit all enemies in a line. This makes him pretty deadly in big fights, and lets him poison an entire team with ease. Follow up with your third ability, Contaminate,
champion
to
salah
damage
satu
enemies
champion
based on
yang
how many
ngeselin
stacks of
sebenarnya.
poison they have. When you contaminate someone with max stacks, the damage will
Wah,
spread
itu
to
air
nearby
tuh.
enemies,
Pennya air
and
tuh.
they'll gain a poison stack. So get ready to be super sneaky. With Twitch by your side, you'll delete your enemies before they can even say cheese. So those are our new champions for the High 5 patch. Though they might not look too friendly, they're definitely worth a team up. Get out there and give them a try. And now David will show us what's on hand for gameplay.
Oh. Gameplay.
Hey friends, if we haven't met, I'm David,
Hello,
game
David.
lead on Wildrift. Last patch, we had a bunch of item reworks to improve the tank experience. And while we're happy with the improvements, we also wanted to introduce brand new
cuma
options
kurang,
that really shook up how players approach the role and the decisions they had to make. don't worry, we haven't forgot about the other roles. We'll have some updates for marksmen in the next patch.
Oh.
Anyways though, let's get into your new tank items
Okay.
to experiment with. Amaranth Twin Guards grant stacks of endurance where you're in combat with enemy champions. At maximum stacks, you'll gain size, tenacity, armor, and magic resist, and these bonuses last till you exit combat.
Gila borongan lu.
Could we add some more mechanics
Oh,
into this?
borongan Star Wars.
Is this all we got?
Mantap.
Jokes aside, you can think of this item kind of like Rabadon's Death Cap for tanks. It is a late game finishing touch to your build
Oh,
that grants a
mantap.
ton of power. But it works
Mantap,
best
Kokoro.
once you already have some of the other tank items going. Mantle of the 12th Hour offers
Mantle
a
of the
lifeline
12th Hour.
for when you're face tanking tons of damage. When your health will be reduced below a certain threshold, you'll heal for part of your bonus health. And you'll also gain slow resistance and movement speed. This is a great pickup for champions that rely on being super hard to kill while also being able to peel for their carries,
Yes.
like Scion or Singe.
Yes.
With this item, they'll be able to create
Yes.
space for the carries a bit more effectively. To really heat
Oh,
things
itu
up,
dia yang
we're
dibutuhin.
introducing
Searing
another burn damage item. With Searing Crown, your attacks or abilities will burn your target for a few seconds,
Wah,
dealing
gila,
damage based on their
kebangkitan
max
dari
health.
amumu.
Now this still applies even if you already have Sunfire Cape, so it's possible to double up on the flames. Now though,
gila,
let's get into our
didouble-in.
item reworks for this patch.
Gibarnya dibedabelin.
Abyssal Mask has been really good
Abis
on
panas.
just a Mumu. And we want
Yeah,
items to be
bener.
viable for, well, more than
abis
one
panas.
champion. And so we got some changes to make. We're replacing Abyssal Mask's passive
Yeah.
that amplifies magic damage dealt. Instead, when you take magic damage, you'll store up part of it. When you immobilize your enemy, your stored up charges will explode, dealing magic
mantap.
damage in a small area.
Itu
Force of Nature is
Itu
getting a
bisa
new passive.
dipakai itu ke
Starting this
semua
patch,
macam
taking ability damage will
tanker
grant stacks
di-
of Steadfast. At
enggak,
max
enggak
stacks,
semuanya.
you'll gain movement
Support
speed
tank di
and reduce all
2R.
incoming magic damage.
Mantep banget.
Stack duration is refreshed when you damage enemy champions, so you'll be able to hold your own in fights for long.
Oh my
We've also got
God.
some small stat adjustments planned for Thormail, Sunfire Cape, and Bramble Vest to keep them on par with our other items. You can read the exact numbers for these changes in the patch notes, as usual. And that covers our gameplay section for the High 5 patch. Look out for a recap and more context in the upcoming issues of Wildrift News. We've been pretty happy with how our previous tank changes have landed, and we hope you'll let us know if we're still on the right track with these
Kita
changes.
lebih bahagia lagi sebagai support tanker. Item-item ngetank kita
We're
jadi jauh
changing how the
lebih
account leveling
bervariasi.
system works. Hitting level 40 in Wildrift is meant to be an important milestone, and with so
Akhirnya
many of our
maksimum
players
nontonnya
achieving it over the
kita
last
main
year,
juga.
we wanted to provide additional ways for you to feel your investment in Wildrift. Now, once you hit level 40, you'll unlock a prestige level system, where additional levels will give you stars that are showcased in your profile and other
Oh.
visible areas. As you keep leveling up, all of your stars will show off your growth. We'll be looking to add more rewards to this system later, so keep an
Oh,
eye
ini
out
jadi
for the future.
kelihatan nih yang
Now,
apa tuh, yang
Alan will lend me a
yang
hand
sebenarnya mainnya itu yang
to
serius
finish up this
nih,
patch
yang
preview.
lama. Daripada yang orang-orang yang pada nge-smurf.
Ranked Season 9 is here. This patch, we're bidding a fond farewell to the glorious Crimson skins because we've got something new ashore in store. This season, we're exploring marvelous new seas with Glorious Armada Twisted Fate.
Glorious
With no
Armada.
shortage of warships and wild ideas at his disposal, there's nothing that can keep this captain from greatness. So anchors away, set sail into ranked games to collect him from the season rewards tab and fly some new colors with his weapon augment upgrade in the ranked store. We also have changes for the highest tiers of ranked. Starting this season, promotion to Grandmaster will require
Mau
40
ngejar game
marks.
jadi makin susah.
That means the number of
40,
marks
20 aja
required
susah.
to be in that tier will stay the same throughout the season rather than changing based on the top percent of players in your server. Also, promoting to Challenger will need at least 60 marks, up from 40
gila,
in previous
60.
seasons. To be in this tier, you'll have to be one of the top players on your server as usual, so keep on climbing. We're keeping a close eye on how the Grandmaster adjustment will affect the distribution of the top players in Ranked, and we'll have more changes to come in Season 10. For Wild Pass Season 9, we've got a new hero to save the day, or wreck it. Superhero Vi swoops in at the end of the Wild Pass, complete
Superhero
with flaming
Vi.
gauntlets and a cool secret identity. For an even punchier new look, grab her Ascended skin from the Wild Pass Emporium. We're still cleaning up all the paper cuttings from Lunar New Year, but while we're at it, let's get a preview of the events coming in patch High 5.
Oke, eventnya apa itu?
First, we've got another trivia event for Urgot's release. Polish up your knowledge because he really doesn't tolerate failure.
The weak are condemned.
Just kidding, of course. You'll see a bunch of silly shenanigans coming up for April Fools.
Oh,
Like usual,
yeah,
you'll
bentar
complete
lagi
a
udah
bunch of
mau
missions to
April
earn
ya.
rewards, but in honor of the holiday, we've thrown in a dash of chaos. This might be our most serious challenge yet. Complete everything, and we'll be really impressed. To wrap it up, or rat it up, we'll have an event for Twitch's launch. We're excited to welcome our sneaky little friend to the Rift, and we promise it won't be as rotten as he'd hoped. That would be difficult. We're nearing the end of this patch preview, so it's time to take a peek at our new skins. From Silly to Celestial, we hope you'll find something to bring a fresh light to your
Ya,
look.
mudah-mudahan ada
Plus,
skin
we've
yang
finally
oke
got
buat
skins to
gua beli.
celebrate the first Wildrift World Champions Nova
Soalnya cuma
Esports.
beli
Pick up the
skin
Nova skins
yang
next
support
patch,
doang sih.
and you'll definitely feel like a winner. Anyway,
skin.
let's hand over our latest montage.
Battle Boss Vegar Mythic Roma. Jadi inget sama Kamen Rider XX apa tuh X8 deh kalau kayak gini ya. Cosmic Queen AC. Oke. Shinzao. Cosmic Look. Dark Cosmic Looks. Oh, ada dua berarti ya. Yang luar. Cosmic River Kasadin. Ini cocok banget sebenarnya. Apa lagi? Dawnbringer Lionel. Wah. Nightbringer Lilia. Oh, itu bagus. Dawnbringer Karma. Haruskah Novalisin? Nova Riven. Ini kan semacam kayak skin kejuaraan ya. Icon Urgot loh, deku. Omega Squad Twitch. Ya buat buat skin Omega ya di sini. Ya, KFP Galio Kikiriki.
And that's a wrap on our patch preview for 4.1. Get ready to grab some new tank items, and we hope you'll live out your sneakiest, scariest games yet with our new champions. As always, let us know what you think. I wish I had another hand pun for the end of this video, but I can't quite put my finger on one. Oh well. Maybe I'll craft it up later. Or should I say forge? That's all for now, and I'll see you on the Rift for the High 5 update.
Maret 16. Oh, udah deket ya berarti ya. Oke. Ya, itu dia guys. Reviewannya dari saya. Mungkin bisa dibilangin ya reaction ya kalau di sini. Wah, mantep banget. Buat kalian itu yang role kalian itu support itu dan sangat mendukung yang tipenya tank, support tank, updatean ini adalah saatnya kita berjaya ya kan. Banyak item-item tank yang sangat berguna buat kalian nge-push rank ntar. Jadi lebih variatif, jadi semakin lebih kuat juga. Oke. Kayaknya saya juga nggak bisa lama-lama juga di sini. Ini udah sampai. Oh, tuh mantap banget. Ya, kalau misalkan kalian udah nonton sampai sejauh ini, maka sedikit permintaan dari saya yaitu bantu saya buat nge-subscribe channel saya Dan juga jangan lupa juga buat nge-push like-nya juga sebanyak mungkin ya. Dan juga jangan lupa juga buat komentar sebanyak-banyaknya juga di kolom komentar saya. Kalau misalnya ada pertanyaan, silakan ajukan seputar wildrift di sini. Biar saya coba jawab sebisa saya juga. Oke. Sampai di sini aja dulu. Saya Sini Gorosi, saya mohon diri. Bye bye.